I'm Bear. I live with the beaver family. There's Mom and Dad and brother and sister beaver too. And there's even a silly bird that lives with us. Sister beaver has a wiggly tooth, and she's a little bit nervous about it. Want to read what happened? Let's turn the page and let Sis tell us her story. It says right here, there's some fun learning games and coloring pages right at the back. And if we read the black, it's a rhyme. And if we read the blue, it's story time. Well, let's read the blue. Let's read the blue for a story. There's Dad and Mom Beaver, and there's Brother Beaver, and there's Bear, and there's Silly Bird, and there's Sister with her loose tooth. The story starts like this. It was morning, right before school, when the whole beaver family was just about to eat their breakfast of pancakes with butter and syrup and some tasty sausages. And Dad always likes a sunny side-up egg with his pancakes. That's when Sis said, "Holy moly, everybody, I've got a loose tooth." There she is, pointing at her loose tooth. And Sister says, "And sometimes when I wiggle it too much, it hurts a little." Sister continued. Mom put her hand on Sister's back and said, "I'm sorry it hurts you, honey. It will wiggle free soon enough." Dad said, "Your mother is right, Sis. It won't be long before you lose your first tooth," he said with a little look of "it'll be okay" on his face. I told my family about how I could not stop playing with my loose tooth, that I kept pushing it back and forth with my tongue all day yesterday. And that yesterday at school, I kept poking it with my finger too. There's Sister at school, and she's poking her loose tooth. Oh, remember Bear? He's hiding in all the illustrations. Can you always see Bear hiding? Look, there he's hiding over there, and there he is over here. And there's the teacher. That was yesterday at school. Truth is, I played with my loose tooth all day yesterday. I started wiggling it when I woke up in the morning, and I kept poking and wiggling it until it was time for bed last night. Oh, I see her. She's thinking about last night. See what time it is? It's time to go to bed. Whoop! I start early in the morning, and then here's time to go to bed. Holy moly, she wiggled her tooth all day long. And when I tried to bite my apple at lunchtime yesterday, it hurt a little bit more, I told them. And sometimes there's a little red when I hold a napkin on it. Ooh, I see. Right there's a little bit of red from her loose tooth, and Bear is saying, "Oh no." I reminded everyone that I brush my teeth 2 times every day, 1 time in the morning after breakfast, and 1 more time again every night before I go to bed. I don't know why I'm losing my tooth after taking such good care of it for so long. Oh no, I see Sis brushing her teeth. Brother's brushing his teeth. I wonder why she's losing it, taking such good care of it for so long. Then Mom and Dad explained to me about how a new tooth, one I can't yet see, one that's growing deep within my gums, is pushing out my old tooth. See the new tooth outlined inside Sis's mouth? There's all of her teeth, but here comes her new tooth, and it's going to grow and push that one out. That's what happens. Dad said, "Losing teeth happens to everyone, Sis. Teeth come in 2 sets. It's normal for our first set of teeth to fall out one by one. Our first teeth are for when we're little, and our second teeth are meant to stay with us for the rest of our life, even when we get old." That's a long time. Then, after school today, I told my family that when I was sitting on the swing, my friend Piggy told me to tie a string around it. There's Piggy. There's Bird. There's Bear. Then Piggy told me to tie the string to my door and to push the door shut. then my loose tooth will pop right out. Holy moly. Let's tie a string around the door and tie it to your tooth and push the door shut. Whoa. That sounds kind of scary to me, Sis said. I don't know if I can do that, I told everyone. Mom said, it might sound scary, but your new tooth is growing bigger and bigger. Look, they're all looking at how big Sis's tooth is growing. Mom said, bigger and bigger every day, and soon it will push your old tooth right out of your mouth, just like it's supposed to. So I told myself, it sure is loose. It's just barely hanging on now. I wonder if I should grab it with my tissue and tug on it a little bit. Or maybe I should ask my mom or dad if they would help me pull it. Since I was still a little nervous, I decided to wait until tomorrow morning. So I said, "Good night, loose tooth." And the very next morning, I pulled it. Holy moly, it didn't hurt at all. Look at that. Sis pulled her tooth. It's right there in her hand. She pulled out right there. Wow. Bear's so happy and Bird is so happy for Sis. I was really proud of my old tooth for having taken such good care of it, so I shined it up really bright. Looks like she's using some toothpaste and her toothbrush to shine up her tooth. And later that night, I put it under my pillow, hoping... I wonder what Sis is hoping. Oh, I see. Hoping the tooth fairy will come by. There's the tooth fairy right there. And there's Sis. She's sleeping. She put her pillow underneath the bed. Underneath the pillow, I mean. Her tooth. Did I say that right? And maybe the tooth fairy would leave me a surprise for taking such good care of my old tooth. I sure hope so. Mom and Dad told me the tooth fairy won't come by if I stayed awake, so I closed my eyes and fell fast asleep. And the very next morning, I showed my whole family what a fun surprise I got. Look, it's right in her hand. She's excited. Mom and Dad are excited. And Brother, he's excited. And Bear and Silly Bird. Yay for Sis. Ooh, look. There's some games coming up. But remember what this page said? Said right here. Read the blue, it's story time. And if we read the black, it's a rhyme. Well, let's go back and see what the rhyme is about. Do you guys know what a rhyme is? A rhyme is when a sentence rhymes with another sentence. Sounds alike. I think that's what rhyme means. Sounds alike. So let's find the black. There it is, right there on that page. It says, my one tooth wiggles and waggles. And sometimes it stings a bit. And my tongue cannot stop playing with every side of it. I poke it with my finger and move it left and right. I start early in the morning and wiggle it till late at night. Sometimes it hurts, but just a little. And sometimes there's a little red that shows on some white tissue paper that I keep next to my bed. I brushed my tooth real good growing up. I hope the tooth fairy does agree. So when I look at my tooth in the mirror, I wonder why it can't stay with me. I'm told a second new tooth is growing bigger, one I cannot yet see, deep down inside my pink gums, growing white and healthfully. This second new tooth is meant to stay forever, to help me with smiles and chews. My second tooth is meant to last all of my life, because teeth only come in twos. Look at, there's Bear, he's writing a 2. But I don't want to lose my old tooth yet. It's kind of an old friend to me. Sometimes I wonder if I am brave enough to pull it fast and free. When I think about pulling my old tooth, that sounds kind of scary to do. But my new tooth is growing bigger and is pushing its way through. Each day as my new tooth grows bigger, my old tooth wiggles even more. It seems to be just barely hanging on now, and it even flips open like a door. Oh no, sis. I guess I could hold it with my tissue and tug on it a little bit, or I could ask my mom or dad if they would please pull it. Maybe I'll wait until tomorrow and see how I feel then. Or maybe I'll just pull old tooth now to help my new tooth friend. When old is out, I'll wash it clean and shine it really bright. Then I'll slide it under my pillow for when sometime late at night, a most magical tooth fairy will quietly arrive. She'll take my old tooth with her, maybe leave me $1.05. Yes, the most beautiful tooth fairy, when sleeping closed, will be my eyes. We both will know it's okay to swap my old tooth for a fun surprise. Yay for sister. Yay. And here's some games that you can play. Want to check out one? Whoa! What is different on the kitchen table between pages 2 and 4? Well, let's go back to page 2 and 4. If I see 2, what's different between that picture and that picture? Ooh, that would be fun to figure out. And you know what? Way back here at the end, after you play the games, let's find the answers right there. You know what the difference was between the pictures 2 and 4? Dad's coffee cup turns into a glass. He set down his fork. The jug of milk turns into orange juice, and one of Mom's sausages is gone. There's lots of games to play. And at the very end, you get to color. You can put down your name and when you colored it, the date, and how old you were. That'd be pretty fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story. It's okay to lose a tooth. Hey, it's important to remember, always. Have fun, be safe, stay together. Hey kids, before you go, did you know a strong tooth can be like a strong tree? Last you forever. Yep, sure can. This redwood tree we were just reading under, I planted that redwood tree 23 years ago, back in 1998. It was no taller when I planted it than the piece of blue tape I just stuck to it. And look now, how strong and solid. Your second set of teeth can be strong and solid just like this tree. Should last you a lifetime, as long as you take good care of your teeth and brush them twice every day, once in the morning and one more time before you go to bed at night. Yep, your teeth sure can last. Remember kids, have fun, be safe, stay together.